What is the astrological combination for having a late marriage? Most of the clients who come to me, they ask like whether will my marriage get delayed or will it happen on time? So the question uh, comes from both men and women. For men, the late marriage combination would generally, for the men, it will be like more than 33 or 35 years. So for women, the same combination could make them get married maybe after 29, 30 years. So it varies from horoscope to horoscope. So let us see what are the probabilistic combinations of planets that indicates late marriage in your horoscope. So if you are able to see my screen right now, so this is an example of a Gemini ascendant. So Gemini is the ascendant here. So whatever is marked as AC is their ascendant. So what is the combination? The main important combination in any horoscope is the malefic planets like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu. These are the planets that are responsible for indicating some obstacles in your family life, in your marital life. So what happens is the planet like Mars, Saturn, Rahu, they will be linked to your second house, seventh house, or eighth house. Any one of these three houses. Again, I repeat, second house, seventh house, eighth house. Saturn, Mars, or Rahu. Any of these three planets. So more the number of planets, more the severity, and more late the marriage will occur. So if you see, look at this chart. This is an example of Gemini ascendant. This person, this is a sample chart just to show. This person has got Mars in second house. Your ascendant is always your first house. So ascendant, and then second house we have Mars. And seventh house, if you see seventh house as Saturn, the house which is opposite to ascendant is your seventh house. The seventh house has Saturn here. So, and there are two things you need to see. You have to see the chart from your ascendant as well as from the moon. So now we saw that Mars is in the second house and in the seventh house from the ascendant. Now, if we see from moon, this is the first house. From moon, if we see, Rahu is in the second house. Okay, small correction here. So when Rahu is here, Ketu will be there in the eighth house. So you have Mars and Saturn from second and seventh from your ascendant, and you have Rahu Ketu, Rahu in the second house from the moon. So this is one combination. Let's move to the second chart. So this is another chart. So this is an example of a Taurus ascendant. This Taurus ascendant has Rahu in the seventh house. So if you see straight, exactly opposite to your ascendant, you have Rahu. So Rahu is in the seventh house. And you have Saturn in the second house. We saw that in the previous video, previous horoscope, we had Mars in the second house. Now we have Saturn. And Mars is in the eighth house from ascendant. 2, 7, and 8. Second house, your seventh house, and your eighth house. All are reflected in malefics. From your moon, you have the Rahu in the second house again. So this is one such combination for late marriage. Coming to combination number 3. So let's take another ascendant. So this is an example of an Aquarius ascendant. So Aquarius ascendant has Mars in the seventh house. So now Mars is in the seventh house. Okay. And Saturn is sitting in the fifth house, but the Saturn has the 10th house aspect. So Saturn will always see the 10th house from here. So Saturn will still aspect your second house. So there is an influence of Saturn in the second house and Mars in the seventh house. Okay. This is another combination. Next, last combination. So this is another example. You have Saturn in the ascendant itself. So Saturn in the first house will directly aspect the seventh house. Okay. Saturn will directly aspect the seventh house and you have Rahu in the second house. Okay, so you don't have to worry about other planets. I just wanted to give you this information, like what is the indicator for late marriage. So Rahu is in the second house, Saturn is in the first house, aspecting the seventh house. What you can do is you can also keep Moon here. So if you keep Moon, Moon is with Saturn, and from Moon we have Rahu in the second house. So this 2, 7, 8 occupied by Saturn, Rahu, or Mars always delays the marriage. So these are the combinations which you can see in your chart or the people's chart. If you are an astrologer, if you are somebody who is trying to look for alliance for one of your friends or your family members, ensure that this combination is there or not. Just ensure that if this combination is there, it is always worth to wait for some time before hurrying into marriage. So if you like this video, kindly please do like and subscribe. There are many more videos that are going to come, and this sort of videos will help you learn astrology and also see astrology for yourself and also for your family members and friends, and you can help each other out in giving the predictions and taking care of your life. So thank you. Bye.